Success.
I heard my baby running.
Gonna let crackheads work on your truck anymore?
No.
Right, thanks for joining. Today I'm at my buddy Lawrence's place, helping him with his 2001 Oldsmobile Bravada. He had the oil pressure sender go out. It's a plastic case on the back side of it, and it actually broke. It's not a big deal, and a friend of his offered to do it for him, and he didn't really do the greatest job, unfortunately. The distributor is now loose in the motor. I don't know if it's on number 1 top dead center anymore. So I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I do know a few things, so I'm going to see what I can do to help here. I'm expecting the worst, hoping for the best, and hopefully I'll get lucky. Who knows? Because I was a dummy with my sound, I already removed the hood and so forth. Had Lawrence help me with that, just so I can get much better access, because with that hood on, it is a nightmare. You can't see anything, you can't get down inside there. So on that note, I'm gonna do a little bit of lighting here. Let's see, get back to the task at hand, which is getting this thing running again. Now, noticed a few things about this since I started tinkering with it. I also did the blower motor in this a few weeks ago, and this truck likes to eat tools. You catch your socket on something and it pulls it off, or you drop, let's say, 10mm ratcheting wrench. It kind of disappears between the transmission and the body, and somewhere down in all the plastic and tiny little places and spaces that you can't see or get your hands in, or even get a little bendy magnet down. So yeah, it's a tool eater. Yeah. On that note, try not to lose any tools. Well, this is going to be inconvenient. So, first thing I'm going to do, the distributor is loose. The guy left it loose. So, what I'm going to attempt to do is just tighten it up and see what happens. Who knows? Maybe it'll start. Maybe it'll run. We'll find out. Right now, it won't do either. And there's still absolutely no room to work on anything in here. And why is that pulled like that? Holy crap. I wish I could bring you guys in to see this. The coil wire, the way it was run, it is stretched so tight that it's pulling the boot off of the coil. It's wrapped around the transmission dipstick tube. Wow. Wow. Just wow. That's why you don't let crackheads work on your stuff. I noticed that the plug wires were changed, but they weren't put back in their holders the proper way. On this side, they are zip tied, so they're not on the manifolds or anything. So at least they're not being burnt. But I'm going to pull the boots off of this side, make it a little easier to get to. Well, maybe I don't need to. This hose is highly inconvenient. This heater hose going to the heater core. Well, hello there, kitty. What you up to? Yeah, see, somebody left the socket right on there. What do you know, kitty kitty? You out here killing Mises? Huh? You out here killing Mises? See if my ratcheting wrench is the way to go, or if I'm going to have to try something else. So much stuff in the way. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to use the ratcheting part, that's for sure. So a box end it is. And once again, I can't show you because you're over there, but you can probably hear that being picked up on my mic. That is the distributor going up and down and up and down. So I'm hoping that the reason it wouldn't start was because of that. But I guess we will find out. And if it doesn't start, well, then we get to start at the beginning. Bring number one up to top dead center on the compression stroke. Make sure that the rotor is pointed at number one plug wire on the rotor. And it should start from there. I hope. Hopefully it just starts now. Yeah, this is not fun. And these tiny little trucks that cram everything in so tight. Whew. Hard on the arthritis. But it is what it is. Oh, yep, okay. The arthritis is kicking in. Highly inconvenient heater core hoses. But that's why the dealership wants you to bring it into them. They will take all this stuff out and apart to do it the right way. And it takes many hours. And they charge you for those hours. Mr. Backyard mechanic like myself. Well, I won't say mechanic. Mr. Backyard fixer, try to fixer. Gotta kind of take some shortcuts sometimes. Whew. That, and I don't feel like having antifreeze all over the place. Okay, definitely can't do that right-handed. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break, get some more water in me, finish getting this tightened up, and we'll get the battery hooked up, and we'll see what happens. I'll be back. All right, got the distributor locked back down. Get the battery reconnected here. I thought you didn't want to be on camera. I thought you didn't want to be on camera. It's back on.
That's no good.
Need you to start the truck.
I'll start while you got your hands.
All right, give her a shot.
Okay.
Yeah. Let her rip, tater chip. We'll see what happens here. Fingers crossed. That's a big old negative. That is a bummer. Oh, I was really hoping for better results than that. Multiple issues. The distributor cap was loose. The distributor itself was loose. Well, I had tightened that down previously, obviously. Fixed the distributor cap, fixed the distributor itself, got that tightened down, hit the key, didn't work. So came back, found a bunch of other stuff, wires that were bad, trying to check number one, top dead center in the first hole, couldn't get the spark plug boot off. Ended up coming off in 3 pieces. It probably been on there since this truck was new. So we had to replace the spark plug wire. We also changed to a new cap because the other one was pretty burnt out from being not tight for so long. Moisture had gotten up in there, and rather than clean it up, just got a new cap. Came with new screws, which we actually needed to, because one of the screws that was in the backside of the cap was not even close to the right screw. So that's all fixed, that's all cleaned up. Got new plug wires where needed that, and I'm pretty sure the distributor was 180 out. You know, checked everything, got number one top dead center, compression stroke. The rotor was not pointing at number one, so just flipped it over. Got the battery charger on because the battery was starting to go a little bit low, and gonna give it a try and see what happens. Success.
I heard my baby running.
Gonna let crackheads work on your truck anymore?
No.
Alright, well, I guess nothing left but to put the hood back on this thing and
I better
put the tools
back.
away.
Where's lipsticks?
Oh, they're over right behind you there. Just got to button a few things back together, put the hood back on, and
No.
back on the road. So
What the hell?
if you watched all the way through, I really appreciate it. Thank you. If you're not subscribed, I appreciate it if you do that. It helps me out.
You just took the one?
Yep. And the cap. That's it. Right there. Yep, there you go. So once again, thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a great day. Don't let crackheads work on your stuff. All right, all wrapped up here. Good to go. Hood's back on. Truck starts and runs great. On a serious note, don't offer to work on somebody's vehicle if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're gonna leave them hanging with a vehicle that isn't running when it was running before you touched it. That's just a really crappy thing to do to somebody. So don't be like that. Thanks very much for watching.